Let's talk about Ocean Protocol and do some price analysis. So hello and welcome to Operation Crypto and welcome to today's video. Please make sure you do like this video and subscribe to my channel to be notified we're going to be pushing out new videos. So today we're going to talk about Ocean Protocol. I have done some previous videos in the past, a couple of price analysis ones. We have at some levels now, so the potential area is there to get some fresh investment orders placed. I've done some price predictions as well before, so we will in this video have a look at some key statistics of the network, see what's been going on, where the volumes are getting traded mostly, what exchanges and etc. And then we'll finish up on trading view and we'll do a bit of a thorough analysis really. We'll have a look into some key levels where you could potentially buy in, and if you're a trader where you could potentially sell some key resistance levels as well. So that is today's video and let's get cracking. Over on CoinMarketCap we can have a run over some of the key statistics first. So Ocean Protocol, which is ticker Ocean, is currently ranked 62 out of all cryptocurrencies that we have registered on CoinMarketCap. We have a coin price today, well should I say token is as an ERC20 token, is around 43 cents, so that's 0.432695. We're slightly down on today's trading, 1.5%. If we look, we have a total supply of 613 million Ocean, and out of those in circulation we have currently 414 million. We are getting a 24-hour volume of around $21.6 million, and the market cap is just short of $180 million. If we look at the market pairs where this trading is happening most, Bilaxy is up there. Bilaxy, I've noticed, is on a lot. It's number one on a lot of volume markets at a minute, so I'm not sure if that's real or not. Personally, I don't use Bilaxy, but Binance, you're getting quite a big amount there. You're getting 16% of the entire volume there, so that's a fair old chunk there. And again, BTC, we're getting a 7% there, so you could call that 23-24% just on Binance itself with BUSD as well. If we just scroll down, we have 29 recognised pairs, so there's around what we could say 15 to 20 exchanges there. So if you're looking to get hold of some Ocean, it is quite easy as well. I'm not sure if it's listed on here, but also you can get on crypto.com. It's not on there, but yeah, I've bought some on crypto.com before. I've used it for quite a while now, and quite a simple place just to buy really. I have bought some on Binance as well, but that is another story. So also what I'm interested in here is the all-time highs. If we just scroll down on the right hand side here, you can see some of the historic data, and that was 75 cents, and that was back in August of this year, 2020. It did make a massive move up there. As you can see on the chart, that's where that was. We did retrace, but we've had a good pump recently over the last few weeks, but I think it is starting to come down again, so we need to have a look at some potential areas to buy in. It is also worth noting that on the 27th of September, Ocean Protocol Foundation initiated a hard fork. So if you want to find any more information about that, the link is at the top. We have a blog with all the information there. So that is some of the key statistics. Let's jump over to TradingView now, and we'll do some technical analysis to see where I think is a good area to potentially buy in as an investment opportunity. First up, I just want to show you, this is a chart I had marked up last time when I did the price analysis, and I did say the 618 level was a good area to buy in, and as you can see we dropped into that box. I bought some men and I sold about here. I didn't expect it to pump that far, but it did a good run, so I managed to make a good bit of profit there, but it is starting to turn down again. I mean, we shot up to 59.60, yeah, 59 cent there, and then we have retraced a bit. So I'll get rid of all this, and I want to start from a blank canvas and go right back to the beginning and start putting out some potential areas to invest. So we'll start on a monthly time frame. I'm going to leave the all-time high parks up on there and just mark up a couple of levels on the monthly time frame and drop into a weekly and then into the daily. So let's just start with top, work his way down. What I'm looking for is two confirmations that we have a valid support and resistance area. To be honest, I don't know if we'll see any on this time frame as it is. We've not got the best data in the world, not got the most of it. As you can see, we've got one level there. So this wick here, let's drop it down a little bit so it's accurate. So we rejected off it and we rejected off it there. So that is probably a key area of resistance. And then we have one down here. If we look at this wick, pretty much went all the way through from that, rejected, and then we use that area support. We don't have any higher up until we drop into the weekly time frame. Again, let's zoom out. And let's start from the top and just work his way down and see if we're getting 2 wicks, which pretty much confirms a level of support for me. So there we have one. If we look at this wick, we rejected off this wick here, and we come back down, and we also rejected off it there again. So that is a valid area, and that is a weekly level. Again, I'll just change them to the monthly there. You're not seeing much change, but it just gives a little letter at end show weekly. Obviously weekly resistance M for monthly. So let's have a look more levels what we can get in here. I just want to look at these wicks and see if we get any valid touches early. If you look at this, that wick there, to be honest, we bounced off that and then we rejected off that twice. So that is another level of weekly, which will be currently weekly support. A minute we have kind of bounced up off that area. Any more around the middle around here? We have one there. Again, we use that there as support, come over through, and then we support off that wick. And I think, oh, there's one there as well. If you look at this wick here, it's actually done really well with the support levels here. I mean, it's honoured them very well. So yeah, we see we reject off that and then we use the area support. I don't think I'm going to put any more in because we could get a little bit crowded really. I'll tell you what, I'll put one more in there. If you look at this wick, we rejected off it there and rejected off it there. So let's just change all of them to weekly and we know what's what. Usually weekly is purple. So we've got a lot of levels there really. Like I say, it does honour them very well. And then we'll drop into the daily time frame. I'm not going to put any support and resistance levels in here because you can see we have a lot of structure in place already. So I don't think there's any need to get any in. I mean, you could do with a bit of a daily level around here. If you look at that wick there, we rejected off that twice. So I'll change that to a daily. It does just give us a little bit of sight there. So that is enough structure for my liking. Yeah, that'll do. So what I'm going to do is just go back in time a little bit to the 13th of March was back here, if you can see, because of my fat heads in way. So here we've dropped right down and was down to 0.0037 cent. And from that move, we shot up and hit our all-time highs. And that in a price perspective, if you believe this or not, but take that wick down there, up to that top wick, all-time highs. And just let that soak in a minute. 32,000% Ocean has done in this last 6 months. That's absolutely massive. Unfortunately, I didn't buy any back then. I think I bought some at around here. I managed to sell up here. I never expected it to do that such a move. It was part of that DeFi bubble when Lincoln, Band and Ocean and everything was absolutely flying. And also news that Ocean is working with Polkadot again is absolutely massive. So this has been a very, very bullish period for Ocean. And that has definitely reflected in the price. So what I want to do now is have a look at some potential areas to buy in again. I mean, last time I did this and I said you should have bought in around here and it worked out an absolute treat. It didn't quite go down to these levels, but we did bounce off this weekly support and we've come back up. And I mean, if you look at that as a price from when I expected to buy in up to levels, you could have potentially had a 130% price raise there if you are into trading. Personally, I'm not. I just like to buy and take profit where possible, but mainly I like to do positional holds and hold for the moon, as they say. So that is what's been going on so far. What I want to do is look at some potential areas you could have as a buying order, and I want to take the entire move really. So from this bottom wick down here in March, or up to that top wick, and I just want to drop that on there. Is it that right I want to do? Sorry, this one here. Yeah, I'm going to do it on the bodies, this one. So sometimes I do it on wicks, sometimes on bodies. But if you just look at that, I'll just drop that back on there. So that is a fib lined up there, and then I've dropped it on that double body that I had there. Not quite a double top, but it's close. And this will give me some good areas of investment opportunities. So as you can see, some of these weekly and monthly and daily levels of support correspond with the Fibonacci. And as you can see, the 618 is bang on that weekly level. So what I'm looking to do now is potentially wait for this to come back down to this level here at 32 cent, or potentially another retracement down to the 618 level at 23 and 24 cent. That is nothing against Ocean Protocol. I think that's just a way the market's heading. We're in quite an uncertain time at the minute. If you're watching this video today, which is the 4th of November 2020, then there's currently an election going on in America, and it's very undecisive to what's going to happen. The polls are very, very close. So that could lead to some disarray in the markets, and in my opinion, I do think that Bitcoin might take a hit and drop down back to 11k potentially, and therefore all alts will follow it down. That's just the way the cookie crumbles in crypto. Everything seems to follow the big one. So in that in mind, I'm going to again target this area. I'm going to target first this area at the weekly support at 32 cent. If we lose that level, I'm going to have some orders in place down at 24 cent at this 618 level again, which is another weekly level, to potentially scoop some orders up. I do think that there's a good chance that could happen, but again, we might not. We need to concentrate on this level first at 42 cent. If we do lose that level, then I think the next level is this down here. So lose 42 cent, then the next level is 32 cent, and then the next level below that is 24 cent. So we just need to keep an eye on them. And if we just do flip it to support and start bouncing back up, then you need to potentially break 48 cent to turn bullish again. We're starting to turn a little bit bearish. If we just put the EMAs on, here's a 30 and an 8. We had a cross down here which was bullish, but as you can see, we're starting to come down a bit now, and if we do end up getting a cross around here, we're going to come into this box, and that will be an area to pick up some cheap ocean, hopefully, if we do get that opportunity. If I just want to look at this in a BTC perspective, let's get rid of that for now. Again, I'll bank Fibonacci on from the bottom of the move, or it's a double top. And I do think against 618 level down at 2,450 sats in a Satoshi level could be a good area to buy in. Again, if we lose that level, I've not marked any areas of support and resistance up here because I don't trade in Satoshis. I prefer to trade in dollar. I get a better perspective to where I am. So yeah, I think this is the next level to come down here. Get some orders in at 2,400 sats, and I think they will be filled. It's already been down there before. We got close there, but I do think that will come down. Again, it's all dependent on what happens in the markets. So that is what I think you should do as an investment opportunity. Put some orders in down there. But if we flip this area to support, then I think that might be slightly invalid and wipe this out. So if we do flip this level, I think if we flip this level, if we, I'll just put a box on. I think if we flip this level around here, I know it's quite a big area, but if we flip this level, I think that could be a very bullish period. So as you can see, we've got a lot of closed bodies in and around the area. Even if we beat these, if we go above 57 cent, I think that's massively bullish. And if it is, if we push back up here around 50 cent, 57 cents, sorry, I'll readdress this video and give it further price analysis and possibly give some price predictions where I think the price could go. So that will wrap it up for today's video. That is just a brief analysis on where I think you could potentially get an investment opportunity in. Fingers crossed we can pick some up a little bit cheaper than current prices. So thanks so much for listening. Please make sure you do like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you next time.